Hey crafty friends! In today's tutorial we're going to make something that'll elevate your knitting game and add a little sparkle to your projects. I'm going to show you how to create these easy customizable stitch markers using copper wire and beautiful beads. These beauties will keep track of your stitches in style. This project is simple and fun and perfect for adding personal touch to your knitting. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited and subscribe for more crafty tutorials. So grab your wire and your beads and let's get started. Just to be clear, these stitch markers are made for knitting, not crocheting. But if you wanted me to make a tutorial on how to do a crochet stitch marker, just let me know in the comments below. The supplies you'll need are some 8mm beads. Now you can use other sizes too, but for this project I'm using 8mm, and you just want to make sure that your wire will go through the hole. So we're good to go there. I know some pearls and some other specialty beads, sometimes the hole's like super small and it won't work. So just check before you start. I'm also using 18 gauge copper wire, which is about 1mm thick. And then you'll need a wire cutters and a jewelry pliers. I don't know why I have two, I really only need one. And I'm using a Sharpie marker to make this hole. These markers are about, this one is a little over 11mm in diameter, and I believe this one's slightly bigger. This one is a little over 12. If you don't have a Sharpie marker, just use something that's around that same size. Of course, you can customize these. If you wanted them smaller, you can use a more smaller marker or something else like a, I don't know, just a pen if you wanted it real small. Or if you wanted it really big, you could maybe use a dry erase marker. But then, of course, you're going to have to adjust the length of the wire. So you may have to play around with that. I cut my wire to about 6.5 centimeters, which is also about 2 5/8 inches. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. So first you want to make a U with your wire, and I'm just using my finger just to bend it. So here's your U. And then what I'm going to do is use my pliers and bend just a little bit inward. So we're just going to bend it a little like this. And just like a right angle. And that one. So they're going to be facing each other. And they're not very long. It's actually, you just want it like slightly less than half of what your bead's going to be, because you're going to put your bead inside of there. So you take the little hole of your bead and then put it in the other hole, and then just kind of push it together a little bit with your fingers, just like that. And then you're going to hold it. You can hold it with your fingers, or you can use a pliers. I find using my fingers is easier. I have more control over it. And then you're going to take your marker or your pen, either one. Use the pen. And then just kind of like pull it on it a little bit. Make sure you're holding this real good so it doesn't come out. Just kind of shape it a little bit rounded right here. And then you're going to twist. So you can twist it slowly. If you twist it about this much, just like a quarter, it'll stay. So that way you can kind of adjust from there and make sure you're kind of in the center of your bead. I know it's hard to tell at this point, but just kind of slowly bend it and adjust so that you're making it more centered. You might have to pull it one way or the other to make it a little bit more centered. Not bad. Looks pretty good to me. And then once you feel like it looks pretty good centered, then you can just twist it again. So you can twist the marker or the bead, whatever makes more sense. And once you have it twisted all the way around, you can remove that marker. And there you have it. Now you can go and make some more and have your own full set of knitting stitch markers. And if making your own knitting stitch markers just wasn't for you, that's okay. You can visit my shop. I'll put a link in the description. And I have lots and lots of knitting stitch markers, crochet stitch markers, and knitting and crocheting supplies. Before you go, I've got another video you might love. You could click on that video that just popped up in the top right corner of your screen. Thanks for crafting with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy knitting!